So a couple days ago, I started out a video with this little guy, the Autel EVO, and I had a set of lights on here that I demoed. I didn't talk much about these lights, but you guys have asked in the comments and on my story what these lights are, where do you get them? I'm going to talk about them, what they are, where you can find them, so stick around. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. My name's Original Dobo. On this channel, we do drone and tech related content. So if that's at all interesting, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss videos just like this. So the lights I have mounted up here on my Evo are the Fox Fury lights. I saw these out at Commercial UAV. Matter of fact, they're not even available yet. And if you go to Fox Fury's website, you're not going to find them there. You're not going to even find them on Autel's website. However, we are going to be taking pre-orders at droneworks.com. I'll have a link down in the description below. But I'll talk a little bit about what these are so you have a better understanding. So these are two separate canned units. They're not connected in any way. They're two separate units and they charge via micro USB-C. On the back side of here, you'll also notice there are some battery markings, 640 milliamp hours per unit. There are two different lights on each side. There are no color LEDs, so it's just a white lumen LED. It's a daylight bright white lumen LED. I don't know the exact lumens to be specific, but I will tell you, you can see these for well over a mile with decent visibility. I had no problems, and I'll show you here in a little bit. I took it out for a mile this evening, and no problems being able to see it. So with these two sides here, there are different modes that you can select through. Each light has its own toggle. So for instance, I'm going to click on this bottom one, which turns on the side marker. I know this is really bright here, but as I toggle through, that's on, and then it'll blink, and then it goes off. Same thing for the top one, or I should say from the front facing one. Click it on, lowers the brightness, and then it blinks. And then of course you can have both of them on at the same time. Maybe you just want one on all the time, or you want one on a lower setting. And then you can have, like, they can alternate the blinks. So pretty cool. What I found is if you are going to use these to increase your visibility at night, what you need to do is angle them, like have one facing backwards and one facing forward. That way you can see your drone as it's going and you can see your drone as it's coming back. And then if it turns on its side, that's what the side markers are actually for. If you have both of them facing just like this, you're not going to have any visibility as the drone's going out. So my recommendation is have one facing backwards and one facing forward, just sort of like this. And I'll show you from the backhand side. That's what it looks like from the back. That way you can have the clearest visibility. So with that being said, let's go out and with the power of editing, test these out. So we're out by the water now and I have the Fox Fury lights ready to go mounted on the Evo. We're gonna take the Evo directly out across the Gulf here, and we're going to see how far we can actually see it with the lights on. I'm gonna put the lights into the four-way mode, which is both lights on each separate unit on, and I'm gonna have them flashing. I think that's going to be the best way I can maintain correct visibility. I'm gonna start with 1 mile and see how visible this actually is. Let's get started. Let's turn it around again. And it's going to be facing us, and now you can see it is perfectly visible now. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little more. So yeah, it's definitely more visible now. So it's definitely going to just, that is really bright. That is crazy. 2,500 feet or 3,200 feet, I'm sorry. So we can actually take this out a little bit more. I've got 19 minutes and I'll increase altitude. And I can still see it. Okay, cool. Well, let's turn this to face me. And you can see I am 3,600 feet out. And at 169 feet in altitude. Yeah. And you can see there's the Evo straight out away there. So this is definitely so much better. If this was any other time of day, I don't think you'd really be able to see the Evo like this. Okay, and now we're literally out a mile and you can still see, I can still see the blinking light of the Evo. So again, it's all going to be about positioning. So now we're 1 mile out and yeah, still see it. So these things definitely do help incredibly when it is darker out. So at a light, you know, a time like this, I definitely would use these to fly. Alrighty, so as you can see from those tests, I'm pretty impressed with this. I had no issues being able to see this. So if you are looking for lights for your Evo to be able to increase its visibility, whether it be during the daytime or even at night, this can definitely get the job done. Now, I was flying, it was just maybe, 25 minutes after sunset. So it wasn't completely pitch black, but I still had plenty of visibility out of this. And I took it out for just about a mile over the water, and I had no problems, which is fantastic. This is a really nice kit. It fits super easily. And the best part is it comes on and off just as easily as it goes on. You can see I'm taking it off here as I'm talking to you. I'm not really even thinking about it. And there it is, it's off. So super flexible, easy, nice polyurethane build, super durable. The only bad thing about these is the fact that if you want to be able to fold your Evo up to travel with it, like so, you're not going to be able to have these on. Obviously, this would interfere with the legs folding in, so it's easy enough just to put these on or off. And the reality is, how often are you going to really be flying at night? The other thing to keep in mind is that if you're doing any sort of long exposure photography or any photography in general, you may get some flash from these lights if you have the forward facing lights on. I didn't really notice any issue with the video, for instance, but photos, I think you will get some flash noise in there, so be mindful of that. But I mean, reality is if you're in a city or something flying, you should evaluate as to what you're doing there and why you're there to begin with. But I think for the most part, this will definitely help you make sure you don't lose sight of your drone, keep you safe. Charging time, it took about 2 hours to charge these. Now, one downfall about these is the fact that there isn't any charging indicators and there's no way to tell any sort of battery percentage. So that's the only bummer about this. They're lasting about 4 hours or so. I basically left them on all day and timed how long it took for them to die. And it was about 4.5, 5 hours. So that's pretty good for these little lights. They charge pretty quickly. Like I said, about 2 hours to charge both of them. So that's an hour per side. Or if you're using a multi-charger, you could probably do it in about 1.5 hours or so. But anyways, I'll have links in the description below if you want to check these out. I'm sure there'll be more information on Autel's website, along with Fox Fury when these are available. But like I said, we'll have pre-orders for them. I don't even know the cost of these. I think I heard $149, which is about right for something like this. So you just have to evaluate if it's definitely something you need. But the build quality is really great. 360-degree turn on both of these. Yeah. Anyways, links will be in the description below if you're interested. And as always, thanks for watching and stay original.